ahead and step back with our left foot. So the right knee is bent, and we're just going to do some high lunges here, warming up the legs, or actually, legs are already warm if you've been running, and we're just, again, slowing down the breath, bringing your arms up, lengthening through the torso into this high lunge. And then go ahead and release and step forward, and then we'll switch legs, stepping our right foot back into a high lunge. And then release, let's step forward, meeting into a forward bend once again. Relaxing the head and the neck. And then we'll half lift. Let's step back with our left foot, and we'll meet into warrior one pose. So you want to square your hips as much as possible, rounding in and rooting in. Keep that right knee bent. The heart stays open. Focus on your breath. Staying grounded, connected. Moving into a warrior two pose. We're opening our hips towards the left side of the yoga mat. Keep the right knee bent. Arms are reaching out in opposite direction for warrior two. Stay here for 2 deep breaths. And then we'll do a reverse warrior. Right hand up, left hand to the back of the thigh. 2 deep breaths. Keep your attention on the front right knee, trying to get it aligned over that ankle. And then we'll cartwheel the hands, step forward, kneading into a forward bend. Take a breath. Half lift. Step our right foot back, and we'll meet into a warrior one pose on this side, squaring the hips. Left knee bends, arms are reaching up. Hips are squared towards the front edge of your mat. One more breath here. And then take it into a warrior two pose. Adjust the back foot as needed. Keep the bend in that left knee. Arms are reaching out in opposite direction. Reverse warrior, reach it up. Left hand, or sorry, the back hand on the back of the thigh. Keep the left knee bent. Cartwheel the hands down, and let's step forward, meet into your forward bend. Half lift, and reverse swan dive up. Okay, so let's do a standing pigeon. So we're going to balance on our right leg, and we're going to try to cross this left ankle on top of the right knee. And we're going to try to take the sit bones back and work on opening through this right hip. And then release and switch sides. Balance on the left foot. Right ankle crosses on top of that left knee. Standing pigeon. And then go ahead and release. And then let's go ahead and take it down into a wide-legged squat. You're going to bring your hands to your thighs. Get the hips to open. And then let's take a lean over to the left side and work on, again, hip opening, stretching through this right leg. And then we're going to switch sides. Breathing. And then go ahead and release. Let's go ahead and do a downward facing dog, marching through the feet, moving through the tailbone. Let's take the right leg forward for pigeon pose. And try to square your hips. Take a couple breaths here. And then we'll release and then switch legs. Bring it down, rocking side to side, and just taking a few breaths here. And then go ahead and release, and we're going to come into a boundary that pose. Soles of the feet are together. Feel the stretch between the inner thighs, bringing the torso down. Keep the spine long as you're here in your bounding pose. And then let's do forward bend. We're going to lengthen, wiggle on those sit bones, reach up, come forward, keep the torso in a neutral spine. Try not to ground your back. Okay, and you're reaching for the toes. If you can't touch the toes, try the ankles or the shins. Work on leading with your sternum towards the feet. The back of the neck is long. You should be feeling this in your hamstrings more than your back. Okay. Let's take a couple deep breaths. All right, and that is it for our 5-minute yoga